Hello folks, welcome back to Outdoors with Bud. I'm your host, Bud Fields. Hey, I've got another product here I stumbled on, and by golly, I like them, and I kind of like to get things and try them out myself, and if they work for me and I like them, I like to share my information with you, because whether you're going to a high school football game in the cold weather, or some of the baseball games in high school is fairly cool, or whether you go duck hunting, whether you're sitting outside or doing yard work, your hands get cold and you're cold. Got a product here that I want to show you. We found these also at Walmart. Now, my wife's got a black belt in shopping, and when we're at Walmart, I'm always looking for bargains, and I always told my wife that if they ever came out with rechargeable hand warmers, I was going to invest in them. And I'm glad I did. I bought some of the little packages that you can get, and you rub your hands together, and it increases the warmth. I've had some that lasted maybe a couple hours. I've had others that lasted just 5 or 10 minutes. These right here are great. I want to read you some information about them, then I'm going to show you how they work. This is called the Handy Heater, hand warmer. Okay? It heats up to 131 degrees. Fully charges in as little as 3 hours. They fit into your pocket. They've got a USB-C charging port. Got 3 heat settings, 1 control button, magnetic backing. This is good for skiing, camping, outdoor work, tailgating, ice fishing, anything you want to do. They heat up in seconds. Before we went on the camera, I showed these to my cameraman. I pushed the button, and within 10 seconds I handed it to him, and you could feel the warmth coming out of it. Okay, these will also fit inside of your gloves, inside of your pockets. I suppose if you even wanted to put them down in your hunting boots, you could do that and keep your feet warm. And on the low setting, it says they will last up to 14 hours. Now, it's got 3 settings. It's got a low, medium, and high. And now I'm going to kind of show you stuff. It also comes with this pigtail that you can plug it into your USB port on your computer. And then you can charge both of these hand warmers at the same time. It's got a split connector here. Now, when you get them, it'll come in this little durable bag to carry them. It also comes with a hand and wrist lanyard. Now, you don't have to use that. I got it like this. The thing about these, they're magnetic back. You can stick them together just like that and have one big hand warmer. Or I like to use them separate. Now, when I'm deer hunting, for example, my left hand is constantly exposed because I'm holding my rifle, my shotgun, my muzzleloader, or my crossbow, or whatever in my left hand. Now, I've usually got a glove on. Now, these are kind of streamlined to where if you want to, even if you're wearing a glove, you can turn them on and put them in there like this, and you still got room to move your fingers. You can use them lengthwise like this, or you can turn them this way. I think that way you got more freedom to move your fingers. Now, my right hand, I can normally just stick it in my pocket and keep it warm, but I do carry the second hand warmer for that hand too. Now, I know you're not going to be able to see this, but on the top, on the very top, is where you plug the chargers in, okay? And then over on as you're looking down on it, at the far right side, there's the power button. I don't know if that lights, if you can see that power. Now there's 3 indicator bubbles here. When you push that power, okay, now I've went from high to medium. There's 2 lights indicated, and I can feel it warming up. Now I push it again, now it's down on low. I don't know that you could blister your hands with this, but when I first got them, I was experimenting. I turned it up on 3, which is high, and I held it on my hand, and it got fairly uncomfortable. Well, it didn't take me long to decide, let's back it down. I took it down to number 2, and that is pretty much great. Now, the early parts of the bow season, it might get down into the 30s, which is still plenty cold for a bare skin. I think your best bet, and I think if you try these, you will agree, that on the low setting, that is extremely comfortable. I mean, it's not overly hot, and I don't think it's going to cause you any real problem. But these things are just the berries. And after I tried mine, I bought 2 more, and I sent them to Salt Lake City, Utah, to my son. He's out there. He does a lot of elk hunting and deer hunting in Utah, and he fell in love with them. Well, I've got 3 grandsons, and they all fish and they all hunt. So I bought a pair of these for them also. So this company made a little extra money off of me for Christmas. But there's been a lot of times that my wife and I, when our grandkids were playing sports, outdoor high school sports, we were sitting up there freezing to death, had our hands in our pockets, and it got downright cold. We felt like we had icicles hanging off of our chin. If they would have had these back then, I guarantee you I would have had a pair of them. My wife would have had a pair, and our daughter, she was a cheerleader. She was older than my son, and even when she married, we went to all my grandson or my son's activities sitting outside. Now, I don't care what you're doing, even if you're just tinkering around in your yard in the early spring and it's still cold, you need a little comfort on your hands. These are just the berries. Now, when you buy these, like I say, you will get 2 of the hand warmers. You will also get the pigtail to plug into your computer to charge them up. And golly, once again, I am not endorsed by this company, but I like them. They work for me. We picked these up at Walmart. I'm sure you can buy them in other places, and there's probably other companies that's making them. But these were the ones that I found that I bought that I really enjoy. And on the front here, this has kind of got ridges here to where it's not going to slip in and out of your hands. It's going to help you improve your grip. And for my money, I mean, I think I paid maybe $30 for these. They are well worth it. These things will last pretty much forever unless you drop them in the water or something like that. But normal use, they're going to be pretty good. And I suggest maybe you might try a pair of those. I swear by them. But like I say, if you're tailgating, if you're going skiing, you're going camping, any work, joggers, walkers, if you're out in cold weather, this is great. And these will fit in your pocket. You can store them anywhere. And like I say, you've got the luxury of making it 1 big one or 2 of them. It's going to be up to you. But I think that's about all I can tell you about them, but I highly recommend them, especially if you spend much time in the outdoors and in the cooler weather. So, hey, I want to thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for more episodes of Outdoors with Bud. Thank you. God bless you.